Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Brittany, or Orange Ninja Bunny. We are back with a speed build. This is attached kind of to the cider mill I just did. This is the family that owns it. I decided I wanted to make who owns it, I guess. As usual, I apologize for any background noise and my nasally throat stuff going on. Sorry. But yeah, so who lives here is there's a grandfather, his son, and his grandson. And the son's wife has died, but also he's like kind of discovered that he likes men. So I also have another speed build that's coming out. It might come out next week. It might come out, you know, after that, but you'll be expecting that soon. So I made an apartment for his boyfriend. So look forward to that. But yeah, so here we are, just putting everything in place, basically. I'm making the little farmhouse, and I kind of had ideas of where I wanted everything. I got rid of the house that was on this lot. There doesn't seem to be enough lots in the new country living world, in my opinion. It's just a lot of, I want more. I want more space. Although there are quite a few lots in this world, unlike some other worlds, there's quite a few lots. It's just, I wish there were more. More that, like, I could put my my own stuff on, you know, and not have to get rid of someone else's house and, like, evict them and, yeah, all that stuff. And I spend so much time with this, the stairs and this, because I really wanted this closet underneath the stairs, but it just didn't quite fit because it, like, you know, so I just kind of like, it kind of like is integrated into the stairs now. It looks a little bit awkward, but it's fine. In the end, you can't really notice that it's like this weird thing. If that makes any sense. But yeah, and then I put like this nice little, I don't know, raised up bit. You can't really use that in The Sims. If only my throat would just cooperate when I want to do things. I don't know why this happens every time. I literally can just go all day without having any issues with my throat, and then I'll like start recording and it's like, haha, I gotcha now. It's like, cool, thanks. We're putting in pillars. But yeah, so you can't really use that little raised up bit in The Sims. I mean, you can walk up there and like you could put a stool up there if you really wanted to. I didn't put anything up there because like the idea was that you could sit on that little wooden shelf bench thing from the, what is it even called, the little sticky outy window thing. That thing, that is like, the idea was that you can like sit on it, but that's not gonna happen, unfortunately. Like, you can't sit there technically. And then I spent so much time with the windows and oh god, I used windows from Strangerville, some windows from Country Living, and then I used some videos. I'm watching a video to record this, yes. Some windows from, good lord, get together. Goodness. And you just saw in the attic. So like in the attic, most houses have like little crawl spaces. So I use the little doggy door to like represent these little crawl spaces so you can like go in there. But technically no one can go in there unless you teleport the dog up there. But whatever. We fine. I think it was like a nice touch. And then I didn't do what I normally do where I keep everything like one kind of thing. I mean, I did the outside walls as stonework, and like any of the walls that were like put in afterwards or something, like, because it's like an old building, I thought maybe. And then the top bit was put on, and it's like a log cabin kind of feel, but we didn't keep the log cabin stuff. Except for in the sunroom, because it was also added on in my idea of what this house is. And that back bit, it's the laundry room, and I sitting here struggling with the sink. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Because I eventually change some of it up. Yeah. I'm working on the kitchen, so I don't know. The kitchen like was also kind of difficult from what I was doing. It just wasn't working out, but it's fine. And then I put in the dog bowl and like everything else, and I mean the kitchen is small, but it's actually pretty spacious for how small it is. I did have them cook in it, and I did have some issues with like pathfinding, but they basically just used the middle counter. You can also get rid of some of the stuff on top of the what is it called? The hot pot. You can probably move that and just put it in the dining room. Because yeah. And you could probably just remove some of this other stuff. But, you know. Anyways. I also wanted to put, because like, I wanted to put a bunch of portraits up. Because I liked the idea that many generations have lived in this house. So we have all the portraits of the people who are here throughout the years. And the ones over the entranceway to the kitchen is the grandpa and the grandma. Obviously the grandma is passed now. But I liked the idea of having this sort of backstory, I guess. And then there's like a newspaper article with the dad and the mom or something on his bedroom wall. And then he's the main person where the dog sleeps, basically. And then I'm basically just putting in his own personality. His personality is kind of like soft, like he's obviously like a statement person, but he also very much enjoys like pastels. He's a stay-at-home father, and helps his dad with the cider mill and stuff like that. But yeah, and then like he's just like a softer person, not really into bold colors or statements or anything like that. I think that makes sense. I don't know. He really enjoys gardening and nature. He's really into fitness. So he like goes on jogs a lot in nature and goes to the gym and stuff. I played with the family for a bit and it was nice. 'Cause I was like, yeah. And then we move on to the kids' room, and I'm a little late, but whatever. He is in the Scouts group. He plays with his dollhouse. He's not like, he's into some sports, mostly soccer, but he's also really into video games, and he plays the violin, and he's kind of like a little bit of a jack of all trades currently, but he's like trying to figure out like what he wants to do when he gets older. I mean, he's a kid, so it doesn't like he's just kind of enjoying stuff. And he's got like he's kind of into some space stuff, and he's got like interests all over the board. I wanted that to really show in the room, because I've kind of only done like we're on the one track mind of like this is what I'm into and this is, but he's got everything from everywhere. He's got the scout board, the fairy tree dollhouse, the gaming thing, the violin, the spaceship, the soccer stuff, and the space lamp, and the ocean stuff. I wanted him to be like interested in everything, basically. Of course, I didn't really reflect that in his personality, because in the cast you'll see that I made him lactose intolerant, and that's it. Because you can only give him one trait. But yeah, so then we're moving on. I'm talking over other people's rooms again. We're moving on to the grandpa's room, and he's pretty like, he doesn't have much personality inside of his room because he spends most of his time outside. The cards on the desk are from his grandson. He spends a lot of time with him. And he has like older things, and basically spends most of his time in the garden anyway, so that's why his room is not particularly personalized. And then we have this little reading nook at the, is it like the, it's like the stairway loft. I don't know if that's the correct terminology, but yeah. So there's like a little bit of a reading area for people to sit, and there's like the little chair for the kid and a little chair for the adults, and you know, reading nook. And then the bathroom is pretty straightforward. There's a sink, a toilet, and what you call it, a shower tub combo. Then the grandpa has his own little balcony, and he kind of uses it for everyone because he's got all the 3 chairs, a little bench, he's got a little planters out there. I don't know why I keep saying a little. The planters and stuff like that. And here am I thought it froze for a second, but I'm just staring like, what do I want to do? But I like the decision I made on like what I wanted for the living room. I did want to have them have a TV. I did want them to have like a movie spot, which I end up putting outside, which might be problematic with the weather, but yeah. It wasn't gonna fit in the living room, unfortunately. So now I'm just kind of going everywhere. Then there's this sun room, I guess. Also, you have to like, some of the things are like inaccessible, and I don't know why. So I had to like fiddle with them while I was play testing. This is like one of the only ones I've ever play tested, and I was like, maybe I should do that for the other ones, because ooh lord. So there were so many things that I was like, why can't you use that? So now I'm just like jumping everywhere like I normally do. I was doing so well earlier, you know? I was like, yeah, I got this room, this room, this room. Yeah, nope, now we're everywhere. So we're putting plants in everywhere, basically. And the dining room, I was like, okay, so I put this circular table, but there's not really room around the edges. So I had to like kind of get creative with like what I wanted to put everywhere. So I put like that glass rolling cart, which doesn't really move, and stuff like that. And then, oh yeah, there's like a little sitting room up front by the door. Yeah. And I put little flower boxes everywhere, which I really like the idea of. Again, I thought it was frozen, but we're just staring at it. It's fine. And we're putting plants everywhere still. Woo! Yeah, no. Basically, it's just adding details at this point, and unfortunately, because it was so long, it's a little fast. And then oh yeah, okay, so now we're outside. I'm gonna put a pond. Oh my gosh. This is the first time I've done ponds, and, well, like, really, like, committed to making a pond, because, you know, I made that one for the interior designer, and that was absolute garbage. But here we are with the one for this place, and I actually did pretty well, I think. I mean, it's not great, but it's not bad. We put some lights in there, we put some of the fish things, the weird... the bugs that fly over the pond, and there's a fishing sign, and you have to stock it, by the way. When I was like doing the test play, you have to stock the fish, which I think is kind of silly. If I put the thing there, it should just have fish, in my opinion. But fine, whatever. Because if I have to stock it, then I have to go get the fish, which is not the point of fishing in the thing. Anyways. So we have some monkey bars and some swings for the kid, and I decided I kind of wanted the swings to be integrated into this tree. Have it look like, you know, it's being propped up by the tree, or it's being, you know, it's a part of the tree or something. Here I'm just making pathways. I was gonna put in some of the overgrown beds. I'm also integrating like the bunny thing and the bird tree. Oh my, I'm so fast. And so here's the outdoor theater, which I really like the idea of. I don't know if the pergola is going to help, but you could always make your own little fake pergola thing going on, which will prevent the problem. Then we put some basketball hoops up. We put a fire thing, which may cause fires, so just be aware when you move, because I haven't used it yet. That's the one thing that I didn't test play. I totally forgot about it. And then we have like the water collector and the generator in the back, just in case we need them. And I put like the little tent outside for the kid and his toy box, so he can play outside when his grandpa is gardening. And I put dog bowls literally everywhere. And then they're into green, eco stuff. I wanted to have black solar panels, but that was not an option, and I think it should be. I also put dog beds everywhere as well, so that the dog can lay down, because I had the dog as a puppy. So puppies are so tired after like a short amount of time, so. But also, like, you know, then that way the dog can hang out with the adults and whatever, and, you know, not have to be sleeping on the ground. And the kids and stuff. Or the kid. And now I'm putting in, like, what is it called? Curtains? Yeah, curtains. And then I put child's play, sunny aspect, and study. And I was thinking about putting foxes, but I did not. So now here we are in CAS. Woo! Everything's so fast. I'm sorry. So I kind of want the dad to be more on the tanner, or, well, this is grandpa, sorry. I wanted both of them to be on the tanner side. Like, they spent all their time outside. They barely spend time inside. And I was thinking about a Native American background, but I don't know enough about Native American backgrounds to say where they would be from and stuff like that. So please forgive me on that front. But I did decide that if they did have a Native American background, I did want them to have, like, the grandfather married into a farmer. His wife is the daughter of a farmer, and he moved onto their lot. So this is technically the grandmother's family home. So every picture is of her past family. which is kind of silly when you think about it, since she doesn't exist in the game. But I liked the backstory. Okay, I like it. I also made it so that every single one of these people liked retro music. So the grandfather is Rufus Swoonover. He is a maker, family-oriented, and he is an animal lover, and he wants to raise animals. Obviously, we don't have animals on the family property, but at the cider mill we do. I did playtest some of the cider mill as well, and I realized that the barn for the cows, you can only have one. The chicken coop, you can have multiple. You can have like, I think it's like eight chickens. But for, I'm talking over the father. Whoops. It's fine. He's like a very dapper dude. He likes grays and blues, and he likes pink as well. Like I said, he's very pastel-y, but he also likes brown and stuff. So back to the cow thing real quick. You can only have one cow. I thought you could have two, so I might have to like try to squeeze another barn in there before, or you could try to squeeze another barn. I don't know. I'll just see how it goes. Oh, that's also another thing. The tattoos. I had the grandfather and the father have not matching tattoos, but they both have the one flower. I believe it's a poppy. I could be wrong. As a tribute to the grandmother, whose name is Poppy. If it's not that flower, we can name her the other flower's name. I'm pretty sure it's a poppy though. Next to near positive. And I couldn't figure out what I wanted to name him, so I just kind of like did everything else first. He wants to be a super parent. And he's really into fitness, like I said. He's family oriented, he's he's active, and he's also a bookworm. Here I am really deciding. So we have Florentus, which is the male equivalent to Florence, which I really liked the idea of Florence, so that's why I was like sitting there staring, because I was like, is Florence just a girl's name? And then I looked it up, and there is a male version. So I mean, I guess I could have named him Florence anyway, but anyways. So now we have the son, who is super cute. I just loved him. He likes to wear sweaters and active wear, and all three of them have they wear slip-on slippers and socks to bed. And they have like their little toes out. I had to do it for all of them. I don't know why I decided. They were just because they spend so much time together. They're so similar, and I wanted that to like show through in their like likes and dislikes and what they wear. So this kid is, what is that, playful? I think that's the playful one, and I made him lactose free. His name is Terrence. Behold. And now I'm doing walk styles, and now we have a dog, which I really like. This dog here, I wanted to go with her at first, but then I decided on this one because look how cute she is. I think it's a she. I think I made her a she. But yeah, at first I wanted to have a little bow tie, but I decided, never mind. And I changed it up a little bit for the front area, so he has a little bit of a tuft of brown. And then I was looking at the eyes, and I just decided I'm just gonna go with what I want. So he's active, a sleuth, and a hunter, and this is Lucy. Yeah, she's a girl. This Lucy, little puppy baby. So I just love her. And look at this picture. It just fits it so well. It fits so well. Because the puppy and the boy, I would assume, that hang out the most. And the little boy hangs out with his grandfather a lot. When his dad is like on dates and like going for runs and stuff. And yeah. So here we are. We're coming into the screenshots, so thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please hit like, subscribe, and follow, or not follow, and the bell notification, which is technically a follow. But yeah, and I'll see you guys in the next episode, or the next video you watch. Bye!